Well, I think your question assumes something that's not necessarily in evidence, which is that when there are American citizens who have been caught up in some of these enforcement operations, very often it is people who have assaulted a law enforcement officer. They're not being arrested because they violated the immigration laws. They're being arrested because they punched a federal law enforcement officer. That is a totally reasonable thing. Now, to the accusation of racial profiling, look, it's something that we take very seriously. We will take accusations of racial profiling back to Washington. We'll certainly look into them as they come up. But this is not a group that's going around and looking for people who violated the law based on skin color. They're looking for people who violated the actual law, the law of our immigration system in this country. And so long as we had more cooperation, I think they could do these things in a much more targeted way. They would actually know where some of the bad guys are. I mean, again, you hear things that are hard to believe, but I've confirmed that they're true. Sex offenders who we're trying to get off the streets, who the local officials won't tell us their last known address. So then the local officials say, oh my God, these guys are doing widespread targeted enforcement operations, when in reality, we would love to just go to one house. The local officials won't tell us which one house to go to.
Mr. Vice President. To that question, the local police chiefs have said their own off-duty officers, so police officers, are being targeted because they are a person of color and asked to show their papers. Is that a concern of the administration and the Department of Homeland Security if local law enforcement says their own officers are being targeted, and they described it as, quote, civil rights violations in our streets?
So I saw one story about this and one local police officer who said this, and look, certainly is it a concern? Absolutely. The first thing we have to figure out is whether it happened or not. And then if it happened, whether there is a good explanation or a bad explanation. And of course, if somebody violated the law, if somebody racially profiled, if somebody violated the rights of one of our fellow citizens, that is something we will take very seriously. What I also would say is that many of the most viral stories of the past couple of weeks have turned out to be, at best, partially true. So we want to try people based on reality, based on the truth, based on context. We're not going to prejudge people just because of viral social media story that turned out to be half false.
President, a quick question about the roundtable you just had. I presume that happened. Did you invite anybody with an opposing point of view to get an idea of why people are upset here? And just as a quick follow-up, have you reached out to Governor Walz at all in an attempt to turn down the temperature?
So I haven't talked to Governor Walz on this particular trip. A number of members of our administration, I believe our chief of staff, spoke to the governor and has been in constant contact with his staff over the past week. We've been in my office in constant contact with people here on the ground in Minneapolis. There were certainly people at our roundtable with opposing views, and look, I don't even know, whether it's public, but yes, we met with people with opposing views here at the roundtable. I wanted to get a perspective from everybody, but also, of course, offer my opinion that with a little bit more cooperation, we could lower the chaos. We're going to keep on doing that. If Governor Walz wants to call me, we'll absolutely continue talking. I will say that my sense of this situation, having talked to these guys for a long time, is this is primarily a law enforcement issue. This is the Attorney General, this is the local mayor, this is all of the organs of local and state law enforcement. That's who we focus on, but we've certainly been in communication with the governor and his office as well.
Vice President.
Yeah.
So local law enforcement obviously hasn't been really helping out with the agents who've been assaulted repeatedly. What's the plan if nothing changes there here locally and this operation has attracted thousands of agents? Are there any plans to go to any other cities from here?
Well, right now we're focused on Minneapolis because that's where we have the highest concentration of people who have violated our immigration laws, and that's also, frankly, where we see the most assault of our law enforcement officers. I mean, our plan is very simple. If you assault a federal law enforcement officer, we're going to do everything that we can to put you in prison. It's very simple. And most of these protesters, as much as I may disagree with their politics, most of them have been peaceful, but a lot of them have not been peaceful. And if you go and storm a church, if you go and assault a federal law enforcement officer, we're going to try very hard. We're going to use every resource of the federal government to put you in prison. Respect people's rights. Respect people's rights to worship. Respect people's rights to do their job without being assaulted. If you follow that basic principle, the Trump administration is going to everything that we can to protect your rights. But if you go after somebody, if you assault somebody, if you make a 9-year-old girl cry because you walked into her church and harassed her, we're going to go after you with every single tool that we have.
President, with NBC News, sir. Your administration has said repeatedly this is about safety, about making Americans feel safer. So what do you say to people here in Minnesota who say it's the overwhelming presence of ICE officers and federal officers and their tactics that are making them feel less safe?
Well, one thing I would say is, first of all, we saw in 2025 the biggest one-year drop in murderers in the history of the United States of America. Significant reductions in violent crime. The reason why we have less violent crime is really two reasons. Number one, because we're enforcing the immigration laws and getting very violent criminals out of our country. And number two, because we're enforcing our criminal laws and putting guys who assault and murder behind bars. This is part of a broad effort to make us safe. And the chaos that people are seeing, and I understand there is frustration of the chaos, I'd say that we're doing everything that we can to lower the temperature, and we would like federal and local, state and local officials to meet us halfway.
Are you saying that they're not perceiving it correctly? Are you saying that they're not seeing that it's the tactics or the presence of the officers that are
Look,
creating?
I'm sure that people are seeing a lot of things that would make any member of our national community feel very upset, but I also think that if you understand this in context, this is the inevitable consequence of a state and local government that have decided that they're not going to cooperate with immigration enforcement at all. In fact, they're going to aggressively not cooperate. So here's a basic illustration of this. If you are an ICE officer and you have to arrest a person who's committed assault and is also an illegal alien, but the state and local officials won't help you identify that person, many of the things that people in Minneapolis are seeing that give them pause, that frustrate them, that worry them, that make them feel like things are too chaotic, many of these things are coming from the fact that there's no cooperation with state and local law enforcement. And I guess what I would tell people, again, many of whom are justifiably concerned and worried about what they're seeing in their communities, is why are we not seeing it anywhere else? We're seeing this level of chaos only in Minneapolis. LA and Chicago, we had some problems there. Pretty much every jurisdiction where these guys are operating, you don't see the same level of chaos. You don't see the same level of violence. You don't see the problems that we're seeing in Minneapolis. Maybe the problem is unique to Minneapolis, and we believe that it is. And it's the lack of cooperation between state and local law enforcement and federal law enforcement.
ICE has been operating here for years with less pushback than we're seeing right now. And even the St. Paul police chief recently said, is there not a way to find common ground without scaring the hell out of people in the community? Those are his words. And I just wonder, with this Operation Metro Surge, is any part of it meant to send a form of political message to the leaders here in Minneapolis and the state of Minnesota? And I know you talked about you've been in touch with the governor's offices and the mayor's offices, but why have you not been able to speak to them directly? Have they not been willing to do so?
Well, look, I have spoken to some of the people in Minnesota directly. I spoke to some of them today. I've spoken to others in the past. And again, our staff has been in very direct contact with pretty much every official with any influence or any power in Minneapolis. But no, we're not trying to send a political message. We're trying to enforce the law. And unfortunately, what has happened is that as we've enforced the law, there's been this reaction, again, unique to this city. This is not a common thing across the United States of America. There's been a very unique, very Minneapolis-specific reaction to our enforcement of federal immigration laws. What I'm trying to do here today is understand why that is. What is it about Minneapolis that has become so chaotic? What are the specific types of cooperation that we need? Look, I don't need Tim Walz or Jacob Frey or anybody else to come out and say that they agree with J.D. Vance or Donald Trump on immigration. I just don't need that. What I do need them to do is empower their local officials to help our federal officials out in a way where this can be a little bit less chaotic and it can be a little bit more targeted. Like if we're trying to find a sex offender, tell us where the guy lives. Simple things like that, simple changes in how they're approaching immigration enforcement would make this work a lot better. It would make Minneapolis' streets a lot safer, and it would make this whole thing a lot less traumatic for this community. I'll take one more question.
Mr. Vice President, you've said that it's time to turn down the temperature. Does that include changes to both ICE and CBP tactics that we've seen employed on the streets, including less than lethal tactics, pepper spray, pepper balls? Beyond that, what is the federal government's role in turning down the temperature? And the Minnesota Department of Corrections says that its own officers have been cooperating with ICE all along, handing over criminals once they serve their sentences
to ICE officials. Can you concede that there is some cooperation with the state?
Yeah, look, if I was going to list the 5 agencies locally and statewide that I'm most worried about, I wouldn't put the Department of Corrections on that list. I think that while there are certain things we'd like to see more from them, they've hardly been the worst offenders. You agree with that, guys? That's a fair assessment. But I think you talked about tactics and you talked about the response to things. Look, we don't want to employ tactics that we don't want to employ the kind of tactics that are only necessary when violence is committed against officers. That is these guys' directive, and that's what we're going to try to do. And again, the president said this a couple of days ago. Whenever you have a law enforcement operation, even if 99.99% of the guys do everything perfectly, you're going to have people that make mistakes. That is the nature of law enforcement. What I do think that we can do is, working with state and local officials, we can make the worst moments of chaos much less common, and all they've got to do is meet us halfway. These guys want to communicate with them. They want to talk to the local business leaders. Many of these guys, many of the people standing behind me are members of the Minneapolis community. Many of the officials that I met today who work in federal immigration enforcement, this is their home. They love this place. These are their neighbors. They want this to work a lot more smoothly. I think that we can get there. We just got to work at it a little bit, and we need some cooperation from state and local officials. The last thing that I'll say is I just hope they give it. This is a beautiful city. I've only been here a few times. I love it. Even in this weather, I love Minneapolis. We could do a lot better. We could do a lot more with more cooperation. The Trump administration, the directive that I got from the President of the United States is meet these guys halfway. Work with them so that we can make these immigration enforcement operations successful without endangering our ICE officers, and so that we can turn down the chaos a little bit, at least. I think a lot, actually. But for us to do that, we need some help from the state and local officials. We will keep on working with them, and so long as they're willing to work with us, they will always find a partner in public safety and law enforcement in the Trump administration. Thank you all. Brazil? Yeah. Go back, man. It's cold up here.
So I've had a lot of trouble finding them, but yeah, Walmart has had them, or basically anywhere that's got hand warmers has them. But
I'm gonna need that for the big protest tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cause I don't think this is gonna do it.
They work good.
Hell yeah.
They work real good.
Hell yeah.
You got it. So I've been here. Well, I don't even know how long I've been live. Like 2 hours now. Whatever. When did you see me? Like 2
yeah,
hours
2
ago?
or 3 hours ago. Yeah.
Whatever. And I mean, I'm going down. I'm 78% now.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's starting. I gotta go put a new one on, but.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna have to invest in some of those.
Yeah. It's like they're like $12 or something for the pack of them.
Yeah.
It's really not that bad.
Hell yeah.
Versus the $8 for hand warmers.
Yeah. I just went down over where JD Vance was at, and there wasn't really anything happening there. They had
Was there
everything.
a large crowd there?
No.
I heard he called the Minneapolis the ghetto.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything he said, but yeah, they had everything barricaded off for blocks, and then there was like they did a press conference over for like the people that got arrested for the church thing. So I went in there, filmed that, and then came back over here.
What did they say about it? Did they announce charges?
I think they were saying like a couple of the people got released, another person got arrested. There wasn't a whole lot of information.
Charges.
Yeah, I guess a couple of the people got released already though.
I wonder what they got charged with.
I kind of came in on the back end of it. I was a little bit late, but
I'm trying to figure out like what actual charges could come out of that, because the police didn't like come and make them leave, so they're not like trespass per se. So besides like hurting people's feelings, like legally, I don't really think they did anything that would hold up in court.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the charge would be. I wouldn't even know.
That's why I'm super curious, because I mean, not that I agree with what they did. I think it was a stupid, terrible thing, but
yeah.
I'm trying to comprehend what charges could come from that, and I don't see it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I'm curious. I'll have to go back and watch it.
Hell yeah. Please don't go back and watch it, man. Somehow that guy knows about my channel. I'm not really sure how. Found me though. Construction area. It's getting cold. It's getting cold.
So I don't want to fucking hear it.
Guys, man, with the, the selfie stick and the phone, It's pretty easy to pick me out. Unless I stop using the selfie stick, but... yeah, I'll ask him. Hey, is this your flag? Hey, excuse me, sir. Is this your flag here?
Yeah, it is.
What's the the meaning of the flag? I've seen you flying it around.
The flag comes from a show called One Piece. And it's basically about an oppressive government that subjugates its people, have secret societies, secret histories that they try to cover up, things that they don't want the people to know. So the main character is Luffy, and he sets out and basically starts a war with the world government over their oppressive crap. So the flag has popped up in Nepal, Madagascar, and a bunch of different other countries, and standing up for against their oppressive government. So a lot of the Gen Z kids are using it as a symbol of freedom at this point.
All right, cool.
So it's become a symbol of freedom.
Hell yeah, thanks for explaining that to me, because
absolutely,
I haven't seen it before.
Highly recommend it. Oda, the author of the book, is like the 7th leading author in the world, like historically at this point.
Oh yeah, and then it's a TV show or a movie?
It's a manga that turned into a TV show, and now they have a live action on it, like a live action show on it. Start with the live action if you want to get into it like quick, because it's like 1,500 episodes. It's been running for 27 years.
Oh shit, yeah, that's a little too much to watch for me.
Oh,
I think.
absolutely. It's a commitment for sure.
Yeah.
But basically what he did is he wrote out the ending, and everything else is like the story of how they get to the ending. So he doesn't even know how it's going to happen. He's just writing it as it comes to him.
All right, well, hell yeah, man. Thanks for explaining that. Take it easy. $1,500 episodes, man. That's a little too much. Also, what's manga? I know Mongolia. Love that shit. Chinese cartoons, huh? Donuts. Got any pizza? Cup noodles. Bone broth. Instant broth. What's going on over here?
I got some free Bible leaf. These are from the year 1718. They're Dutch. I figure this is a mostly Scandinavian country. Trump's basically attacking Scandinavians, Greenland, and us here in Minnesota. And I mean, he's attacking everybody. Somalians, of course. He's attacking the entire world. And there's like a propaganda machine on Christianity. So I feel like I need to just. I prayed about it and figured I need to be in a peaceful state of mind, and just decided to give these leaves out, just to get Christians to realize that they're being used.
Yeah.
They're being brainwashed, and they don't even realize it. Jesus said, "Love thy neighbor, not hate thy neighbor, not deport thy neighbor and put them into a war-stricken area to have them killed." Jesus saves, there's a quote in the Bible, I'm paraphrasing, about Jesus, the fake Christians that come, and he will say, I do not know you. And,
on kick, he's waxiest.
Exactly.
Watching there on kick.
Anyway,
You don't have
so this is from a Dutch Bible then?
Twitch.
Huh.
You don't have Twitch. You can watch them on
How did you come
Kick,
across
but
this?
I don't know what he had. He's on anybody else.
I'm a Bible collector, so I acquired this on eBay for a really good deal, and I just couldn't. There's too much work to restore it, and so I decided, well, I could give out the Old Testament leaves, and then keep the New Testament in good condition, and keep that for somebody, but give these out. And, I don't know. I don't have any more words. I think sometimes silence is better than talking.
Very cool, man. Thanks for explaining this to me. Very cool. Carry on, brother.
Energy for the fight. Thank you.
They'll smell good. I'm all right though. I'm trying to cut back on sweets.
She did too. I needed to.
Yeah, McTwist. I know. He's always here, man. Yeah, Yellow Vest found my channel somehow, man. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to watch that back. Just don't want problems with anybody, you know? Just try to, I got my opinion, they got fucking, I don't want to get Jake Lang, get Nick swirlied. I don't want to get a swirly. Man, they really put this fence up. Dude, they must have been working all night putting this, like, it goes all the way down way over there too. Man, I wish these protests were just popping off like before. Hopefully it's fucking lit tomorrow. I'm gonna have to get one of those heat pads that he had on the back of his phone too. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of movie recommendations today. Blazing Saddle, Desperado. I don't really watch movies anymore though. It's kind of hard for me to sit down and watch a movie. It's a Nazi fence. From Dusk Till Dawn. I've seen that movie. Is that the fucking vampire movie? That movie sucks. That movie's stupid. My favorite movie is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. All three of those movies in that trilogy, man. There'll never be a movie character that's more badass than Clint Eastwood. Man, Clint Eastwood had fucking emotion. Glorious Bastards is a good movie. And no, it's not a normie movie. Those movies are fucking lit.
There is never not important. Well, they need to know.
Yeah. I haven't heard her stance speak up either. What I'm seeing is a lot of anti-Trump stuff, which is fine. What I want to see is progressive, where we start, healthcare, single-payer healthcare, a living wage for everyone. All that. And Whistler does. She's not doing that. By the way, she hasn't come out strongly against the genocide of Gaza. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
No, that's still important.
I don't. Gavin Newsom.
Oh God! Don't get me started with Gavin Newsom.
Said there is no genocide.
Walk back. He just loves to walk back. He said, abolish ICE, and then he walks it back, and like 2 seconds later with Ben Shapiro. Like, stand 10 toes down or get the fuck out. I don't have time for it. I don't have the energy for it.
That's what I'm wondering about Whitmer. I haven't seen her come out strong.
Yeah, if you aren't having a strong stance right now, you're being complicit.
There's nothing wrong with voting for it because we didn't know, right?
Yeah, well, they went after her.
I'll check it out, some dude.
Yeah. That was great. That was the thing.
She certainly left the center, and they didn't like that, but she's not left enough. It's like the other establishment Democrats. I think she's prepared for a run for president, and she doesn't want to offend
She's not going to get the vote.
anybody.
It's not going to happen. The patriarchy is alive and well. A woman is not going to take over while we are having this.
Well, you say that.
I want it to happen.
She checks a lot of the boxes for them.
But is it enough?
And by the way, you would have said that about Obama.
Yeah. From where we were to where we are, if we look at the opposition of who we are up against, are we in the same position as we are right now, where we are like, hey, dictatorship or
Well,
that's
but I'm
crazy.
tired of
That's
that
a crazy
whole
wild.
lesser of two evils bullshit.
Exactly.
Dictatorship or the other
the
asshole
lesser of
you're
the
giving. That's doing nothing for. Well, I voted against Trump twice because he was so bad. I don't think I'm doing it anymore. I was at the Democratic convention in Chicago, and there were tens of thousands of Democrats there saying, "I got nothing to say."
Yep.
And they stayed home.
Yep.
And that's why we got there.
Yeah, exactly. It's the stay home politics of it all. Politics don't affect
Well,
me.
see,
I'm not
you're
involved.
saying you
I'm
can't
not
stay
political.
home? See, that's an argument I have with people. How are we going to send a message to the Democrats to start doing something for ordinary people?
Because they want it to happen before.
One thing you can do is run for office, damn it.
If you're going to stay home, run for office. That's the whole point. If we need more voices,
Got
it's
too many
better to have
skeletons. That would come out. I lived a fun life, but well, there's plenty of good people. I get a lot of stuff on Facebook, and Bernie Sanders is endorsing a lot of progressive candidates out there. And if Bernie likes you, I like you.
Are you going to do something about it, bitch?
And so there's plenty of good people running. The problem is we're not going to have elections.
he's going to declare martial law and call the whole thing off.
Sound like an idiot.
Take a left up there.
Well, it ain't hundreds of thousands that are here are brave souls.
Well, right now we have the Levy Armstrong that was arrested by the FBI. So we have people that are literally doing press conferences off in the cities to be gaining attention to try and get those three out right now. It's a divide and conquer situation. We are under siege. Like, this is crazy. This is a military state operation that we are dealing with.
I read just within the last few days that the police are now on their charger.
I mean, look at it. Look at it.
Well, but are they here to protect us? Or
No, honey, they are there to protect a building. They are here to protect government property. They are not here for the people. They never have been, never will be. They have.
Did you hear
We
from
are
them?
the state that literally arrested and convicted their children. Like, this is crazy to be doing here. Like, this is insane.
well, I think the government. The cops here.
They're trying. They definitely are trying.
I've seen some stuff in the news where initially they came out, and the mayor said, we're on the side of the protesters on this. But then I heard something again where
They walk it back a little. Just a little. Not
chief of
not
police
entirely.
came out and
But they say some questionable things that make you go, huh? Wait, I thought you just said less than 24 hours ago something a little different. And it's just, it makes you question.
Oh, I know what I
you said.
read. It said they were taking away, the police were taking away some of the protesters' supplies, firewood.
Yes,
this and
yeah,
that.
they were.
Oh,
they were.
yeah.
They were taking away stuff.
Yeah, I suppose maybe their position was we don't want people to fires.
Well, that was before the blockades and everything were put up, so that they were still shooting charges in and like retreating, and so that's before the blockade. I live for it.
Smoke a cigarette. Be back.
Then all got merged together. There we go, little baby. Let's just
My ass.
exactly.
Scum!
Yeah, you're the only one that actually stops for that. Oh my God.
That was a stop sign! Officer!
Stop! A bit ago, and they said
You rolled through that stop!
This round table he's going to down
Well, it's apparently be one side.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
It's supposed to happen at 2:40, I think. What time is it now? It's about 2:40 now. It's 2:20.
Well, I'd be surprised if he doesn't try and do some type of photo op for Dan Bambino.
down here.
Yeah, I'm surprised if he doesn't come out with his little SS coat. Try and make a little statement.
The little guy. Yeah. That's the one
Oh, that's like standard issue. It's not that let off
Now, is there a thing tomorrow? Is everybody coming to the...
Yeah, there's going to be a protest, I believe,
And that's
tomorrow.
downtown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually don't have anything tomorrow. I don't have work. So I'm still going to
Does anybody know the location of that? They just said it's downtown, but you know where?
at Viking Stadium, I said that's going to be started. Yeah, something.
They're going to be at Youth Bank?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's,
What I saw was
unless I saw it wrong.
Indivisible Minnesota said, because I put it into my phone, 425. It's so cold.
Yeah, the Tesla should be shutting down now.
Okay.
Boy, it's supposed to be really cold tomorrow.
Sure is.
But still going to come.
Sure is.
They're all going to be shivering in their boots.
If they don't even get it.
So I got 425
There was
Portland
a guy
Avenue
that had
South.
Converse shoes on.
Okay.
I drove past it about an hour ago and it looked like, yeah, the stadium was out over on the left, and then there was like a park or some
Yeah,
open area.
there's
and
a
that's
park
what-
right next to
and
it.
I think that's where it is.
Okay.
That's where one of the rallies was.
Yeah, the No Kings, we had it was based like right there as well, so that makes sense.
What you need to do is get one of these. Just loops around your head here.
Oh,
and
yeah.
strap this to you can walk around.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, that would be nice. I need to.
Handy.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's it. so I had last night.
You live streaming?
And so,
no, I'm just recording for
spend the
YouTube.
day tomorrow
Yeah.
protesting,
Hell yeah, dude.
marching, whatever, and then
What's your YouTube channel?
and then drive back.
It's Big Wax Media.
Big Wags Media?
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
Hell yeah.
My phone just died, but you got like a little card or something?
I don't have anything.
Big Wags
I
Media.
have a
Big
problem
Wags.
with the
I'll remember
ferries
that.
because I have motion sickness issues. Okay. It would be quicker to.
I know, one of these would be nice because my shoulder, it holds this up all.
Bottom of Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
And through Chicago, which is a nightmare. Actually, I came through about 4 or 5 a.m. their time, Chicago time, their time, and so it wasn't too bad.
They need the freaking raw tomatoes. Oh, we know they don't care. They're part of ICE. Their lack of humanity is very clear. It's on display.
What were all these people doing? I mean, how many of them are there?
Proud Boys,
nationwide? 10,000?
January
I was
6th.
going to say, what, did they not have jobs before they?
Yeah, they did. They were part of BD. They were part of
Oh,
same
were they?
company.
Policemen?
There's a lot of them that are leaving to go and join ICE.
Well, that pay package looks pretty amazing. Aren't they making like $1,000 signing?
You're gonna
bonus? That's
you
just the signing bonus, and then it's like a couple $100,000 a year or something.
So it's for the first 5 years. If you sign on to that contract, it's $50,000, but you are only given $10,000 a year. If you do not make it that whole entire 5 years, you have to pay back all that money that you have.
You only get paid $10,000 a year. That doesn't sound right. No, for the signing bonus.
For the signing bonus,
spread
correct.
over the
You
month.
get that for
Yeah,
that.
it's a promise 50,000.
Yeah, but they only give out that 10,000.
Okay, but what is their salary? Is what I.
Hear me now, quote me later. At like 4.5 years, when he gets kicked out of office, they're gonna fire him all.
Well, it's so stupid. It's just like, do we not remember how all of like the mafia and everything gets taken down? It's not for those charges. It's because of money. Financials is going to be the thing that takes them down. They forget that they put their names. They're getting employed. They're getting money. That's tracked, bitch. We know exactly who you are. We know exactly what your names are. You're not safe just because you're a part of ICE and have a mask.
You know what their salaries are?
I do not know
read
that.
some
Like,
ungodly figure that.
yes, it's an ungodly amount. 100,000 wouldn't be. I
It
wouldn't be
was 6
surprised.
figures. I'm sure.
One guy claimed $200,000.
Yeah, all of it's our money, regardless. It's ours.
I appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Yep, peace with you, man.
You guys have been here typically come in and out
Yeah,
throughout the
very-
day. Does it
Very in
get
and
busier
out,
after
yeah.
work gets out? Will there be more people tonight? Is there anything going on tonight? Yeah. How long are you here?
I think it's mainly just like community knowing, like, okay, there will at least be somebody, like, and that we keep that torch lit. So, you know, at least we apply that pressure. And people coming in and going, I mean, like, my God, we have people that are just handing out stuff, like keeping each other warm. Oh my God, you wonderful saints. You are wonderful. Appreciate you.
Did you guys see the Nazi.us thing?
Almighty. Oh, the one where you type that in and then it goes back to the White House page or whatever? Does it go right to DHS? Yeah, and it goes. Joke, it'll lead right back.
Homeland Security.
It goes right back to Homeland Security. Like, no joke. It's crazy. Yeah, I saw that a couple weeks ago. That was fucking insane. Your mama was a hoe!
Yeah, type in Nazis.us will take you right to their website.
Well, they're certainly following the playbook, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's like he had a
It's like he had a project set out ahead of time.
It's like a project.
Like a project, I don't know,
Like
20,
that it was
25.
almost given a name, like the name of the year that it might be applied. And
Well, I mean, 1933 business plot. It's a copy-paste rendition of
Exactly.
what Smedley Butler exposed
Yes.
to Congress, and none of those corporations were held accountable at that moment. Like, it was J.P. Morgan, it was the DuPont
Yes.
family, it was Reader's Digest, it was all these companies that believed that America deserved a fascist, they do better under a fascist regime run by the oligarchs. So they
Because they know who they can buy out.
But
Their
they
money
recruited
can go a
Smedley
long way.
Butler, who was like, "War is a racket. You all suck."
Yo, like literally. This is like it's.
Smedley Butler was a U.S. Marine Corps general, one of the most decorated U.S. Marine Corps general in history. Who led
World War I or when?
It was before World War I. He led missions in Mexico, a lot of South American countries, to establish oil rights down there for executives. So he wrote a book called War is a Racket, which is like all his military exploits, and basically realizing he was just a racketeer for big business. So then he had like 500,000 troops that were loyal to him. So
Anybody else want coffee? Anybody else want coffee? I think we're good. Thank you. You're not
Instead, he exposed it.
That was a girl.
You're getting active over here. Dude, I the girl in the bike helmet the whole time. What the hell? Same DJ and same, bro.
Come on now.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, keep watching out for the Nazis.
Yeah, I don't have auto mod or anything on here. It's not a banned word either. Hey, thank you, Cincy. Out here freezing my dick off. It's like negative 25 with the wind chill right now. Hey, what's up, Booker? What's up, man? Yo, Hooker, I don't know if you've seen a lot of these streams I've been doing, man. You should go check out some of the clips from the past week. It's been pretty crazy out here, bro. I got maced, I got flashbanged. The protests have kind of died out quite a bit since they put up all these barricades and stuff. But there's a big protest tomorrow. Hell yeah, Hooker. I'm a kick partner now, too, so. Streams.
Kill yourself, bitch! Kill yourself!
Hey Hooker, don't you, bro, you should definitely come out to Minnesota, bro. These are the vibes you could be experiencing, man. Nazi fuck! Nazi fuck! I agree, expensive. I totally agree. Exactly, Dabber. Yeah, bro. Dude, you should quit your fishing job and become a full-time streamer and just come freeze your ass off out here, man. It's lit. Come catch a vibe. Oh man, it is cold as fuck. It is fuck, man. Oh, fuck. I'm jealous, bro. I wish I was in Florida right now. It's negative 25 with the wind chill right now or something like that. Living the dream. Living the dream. Where's my fireball? Let's crack it. Crack a little fireball. Getting cold. My eyelashes are fucking frozen. Fuck.
Anybody else? Coffee?
I'm alright, thank you. I got fireball. Hell yeah, I'm Letitia's. Just getting off work. Get a coffee. Bro, I don't really drink caffeine anymore. If I drink coffee, I'll be up till like fucking 5 a.m.
Look at that. The American Eagle. The American Eagle's up here. Wow. Got a picture of that. American Eagle.
Oh shit, cool. Zoom in on that. I can't see. Oh, there it is. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Kill yourself!
Only drinking coffee is a chaser, bro. I'm Letitia's. It's gonna be hell for me too, man. It's getting frosty. Letitia's, you should go back in the stream and watch this press conference I was at. It's absolute comedy. It was so funny. Let's go back over here. It's getting from.
And they believe that's good. Yes, they fully believe it. They fully believe it. They kidnap children. Yeah, but their families can be deported together. They can all go together. They're all like, yes, it doesn't matter about evidence. Don't believe your lying eyes. Don't believe your lying eyes.
Just to spread awareness. I hate ICE. I hate ICE. I hate Trump. I live in the area, so just trying to make a YouTube video with all this stuff going on.
Yes, and we need to sit in that uncomfortable and be able to figure out how we fix it.
I was in the DC.
Which one?
It's really fucked up what they're doing. I mean,
You were there?
Mason protesters throwing flashbangs, tear gas, and everything. It's good that they've kind of slowed down with that, with the fences and everything, but it's fucked up what they're doing to people out there, man.
They don't want you there. They do not want people in their halls. It's their place.
There was like a few of them where we walked in. That was, I bet that place is nice.
Because they're bought paid for. Angie Craig, Amy.
Okay. Where's the Burlington? You hold off. This way. The Burlington is where you were
No
earlier
joke.
by
They will
Cudahy.
never get another one of my phones. I don't care how much they come out here and say,
you hold off?
Dude, they're bumping next door.
Once you drop that APAC money, then we can start to talk. But don't come begging on my fucking don't get shit.
I'm talking to you. Are you okay? Grandpa's gonna go get you guys later.
Must find ice. Must find ice.
Okay, so then you won't go to school tomorrow. Grandpa's gonna pick you guys up later. Let me talk to you. Somebody, Miss Andrea wants to talk to me. Miss Andrea loves me.
I'm like, I just want to coffee.
You're wasting gas. Looking for some freaking SUV.
I'll
Just
Okay. Yeah. There. We just got. If you go to my IG, you're gonna see it. We got stopped with them. I'm with Vanessa. ¿Mande? Que vayas a verlo, el que puse ahorita. No, nos pararon, es que ando con Vanessa y nos pararon y salieron con pistolas y todo ese despapalle. ¿Qué te iba a decir? Because they're around the area. You need to tell Garcia that he needs to have the gates open at least by 2:10, girl, because there's parents already waiting outside. Okay.
This person going.
Yeah, because they were at
the hotel.
Lady on drinks on way to us. Is there? Is she coming, is she? Like, do you know what? If she turns up, I'll be much appreciated for this. We've apparently got some hot drinks on the way. Apparently so. Yeah, guys, so Pud's comment, I've just seen that about people commenting negativity, it's only illegals we're protesting against. Yeah, that's what we need to keep us warm. Yes, it is only illegals we're protesting against. We've got absolutely no problem with anyone's religion, anyone's skin colour. It is simply we're protesting against the masses of illegal males that are coming into this country via boats, underneath trucks, whatever,
right,
however you want to put it. And this is what we're protesting against. Oh, you just got my live restricted. You just got my live restricted.
Sorry, Frank.
That's alright. If they're in a hotel like that, they're not illegal. I think you'll find, mate, I've worked in that hotel, and they are very much illegal in there. They are there until their paperwork goes through. So whilst they're in these hotels, they are here illegally. Yeah, we've got flags, a couple of flags on the go now. What's this achieving? That's a good question, Levi. And it's not necessarily about achieving something. It's showing presence, it's showing determination, and it's showing that we're going to keep coming back until this place gets shut down. Day, night, rain, cold, snow, we are here. We do protest near enough 7 days out of the week. So we are all very passionate as a group for coming out and protesting. Oh.
Right, Wolfgang? Interesting, huh?
Oh. 2 seconds, guys. I just need to grab myself a drink. Oh, where have I put my drink? Oh, I think it's rolled under the seat. Yeah, there it is. Rolled in.
About the Kick channel. All right, live on Kick, folks. We're trying to get to over 200 viewers one day. For multiple days.
Oh, I will start talking again in a
Till
minute,
Kick
guys.
can
Just
pay
have a
us.
quick drink.
By the hour. Thanks, Lord.
You know what, fire? See you later. Thanks for coming. Oh, right. I believe we've got some hot drinks on the way, guys.
Guess you
so I'm
find
just
ice
gonna
I don't see ice
let
anywhere.
the rest of the Patriots know. It'll be much appreciated for this when you get it, guys.
All right, I'm gonna call up on here.
It's
Maybe
fenced
later.
off to stop them getting out and stop us getting in. We've got some hot drinks on the way. But yeah, the fence is